Is that one?
Well, it looks like she said for beef and it says meat, so I assume that that's, except there's a steak sauce.
Just a little bit down here where this Mesquite corn flour is. Jim just wants that kind of cleaned up a little bit on the shelf molding, and we might have to move a couple of packages to wipe that down. Yeah, no, that's okay.
Thursday burger and fries from the Market Grill Express. Guess what the price is? It's $4.99. And Fridays, 16-inch cheese or pepperoni pizza ready to go, $4.99. Dinner's made easy. Week breaker, $4.99 till 8 p.m. I have a good time.
Welcome to Hy-Vee Today with Tony Tone. We're live inside Muscatine Hy-Vee on 2nd Avenue in Muscatine, streaming on YouTube, Facebook, and Twitter. Now, here's Tony Tone.
Here we go, ladies and germs. Welcome to the program. It's Hy-Vee Today, a few minutes late on a Friday, a rainy Friday. I stepped in a puddle in the parking lot. What you can't tell, because I've been here for a while, I don't think you can tell, this shirt was soaked. And it's one of those shirts that if it gets rain on it, it doesn't look good. Like, I was none too pleased with the fact that I still don't have an umbrella in my car. I need to make that happen. Betsy, do you have an umbrella I could borrow? Nice, okay. Ryan Broderson, do you have an umbrella? No. Ryan's a rebel. Yours is cool. Somebody told me I should get a bubble umbrella. I think that would look ridiculous. Those are like kid umbrellas, where it like covers you. You know what those are? I don't even know if we sell bubble umbrellas here. But if we do, I might have to get one. Or just the golf umbrella, right? Those are the bigger ones. I don't even play golf, but that would be a bigger size umbrella that would work. And I could see that being a good thing. Will you make sure that we're on face page right now, sir? So if anybody out there wants to donate an umbrella to me, I'm just kidding. I could buy one. Or a poncho. Again, why don't I just have, like, is this an idea, Ryan Broderson? We could patent this idea. Disposable ponchos. So you just have it like, it's almost like a box of Kleenex in your car, but you just pull it out and it's a poncho and you put it right on and you're out the door. Disposable ponchos, trademark 2018. Hy-Vee Today with Tony Tone. I don't think it's a bad idea. So we're sitting here on Thursday. Is it Thursday? What day is it? We're off tomorrow. I'm a little excited. On Saturday, here's what I know. It's going to be Iowa. Whoa, Betsy, help me. I dropped my shirt. I knew that was going to happen, Betsy. Thank you. Oh, my gosh, Betsy. One day you'll look back on this and say, That Tony was real lazy. This Saturday, thank you. This Saturday, it's Iowa versus Iowa State in Iowa City. Biggest game in the state. If you are going up, have a good time. If you need a T-shirt to look your best, $7.99. $7.99 short sleeve T-shirt in a bag, ready to go. From sizes like small? No, this is a 2X. I can read. 2X to medium. We have sizes small to 3X. But $7.99 for a short sleeve T-shirt. Or if you need a long sleeve shirt, you can get one for $9.99. So that's a pretty good price on shirts that'll make you look real good at your tailgate party. Betsy was just given some type of jacket. She must be cold. Are you okay? Yeah. I was going to throw a shirt at you. I don't know if you'd have to pay for it, though. Sorry. All right. So Cyclones, Hawkeyes this Saturday in Iowa City. We are going to have something on our Facebook page where we're going to look for you to guess the final score. And if you do that, we'll take care of you with something. And I do want to mention this before we officially get rolling, because we are going to pick a winner today. We have 2 tickets for the Chicago Bears Green Bay Packers game this Sunday at Lambeau Field inside the Gatorade Suite. You, at this moment, if you're watching live, you could come to the store, purchase a raffle ticket for $5 or 5 of them for $20, and help out Big Brothers Big Sisters of Muscatine County and Special Olympics of Muscatine County. Going to draw that winner later this afternoon. Don't have to be present to win. We'll contact you. And then you'll be going to the game this Sunday. So if you get a phone call from a number that you don't recognize, if you've bought a ticket, it could be yours truly calling to let you know that you have won Bears, Packers tickets. Okay? All right, let's get to our first guests who have been very patiently waiting while rocking out to John Mellencamp in the background. So Ben Skrilloff is with us and Jeremy Davis. We're going to be talking Durant Community School Bond. Gentlemen, Ben, good to see you again. Jeremy, thanks, man. Thanks for coming on. Something you don't know about Jeremy, Jeremy's never had coffee in his whole life. I wish I could just summon like a Starbucks to put in front of you and tempt you with it. Would you give in to temptation on television?
Not a chance.
Wow.
Not a chance.
You're missing out, friend.
Mountain Dew, maybe. You may
Okay.
knock one of those back.
I think it would have been better if you would have said a Dr. Pepper product.
Would have been.
But I mean, right? Because...
Dr. Pepper, too.
Thank you. Okay. So if we got you a DP, you'd be cool with that.
Yeah.
All right,
Oh,
good. We could talk about what Jeremy likes to drink and not drink all morning, but we're here to talk business. Ben, the last time you were here, Julia Rivera was with you and Ron Alpin was with you.
Yes.
And we had a great time learning about why folks needed to save the date of September 11th to get out and vote if they're in the Durant, because this is so important. I can't believe, buddy, that we're sitting here on Thursday and the vote is Tuesday. How are you feeling heading into it?
Good. Pretty positive. Pretty positive. Looking forward to it.
You know, this is one of those things that has gotten a lot of good coverage, I feel like.
Mm-hmm.
And it's important for people to understand that when I look at this project, and I was kind of rereading some notes I had taken and looking at some different visual renderings, it's really about setting the children in Durant up for success and making the Durant Community School District future ready.
Right.
But also the safety is the top priority. So for folks that are going to watch this, whether they're live or on a replay, let's speak to the safety, because if I lived in Durant and my kids are going to the school, you know, the fact that I have to sit here and worry that my first grader is going to be safe at school, I don't like that at all.
Right.
I don't, because I recall being in school not that long ago, and it was never a concern. That wasn't to say that things didn't happen. I was in high school when Columbine happened, but up until that point, you never even thought twice about it.
Right.
You know, especially a community the size of Durant. But I know that that's been so important with getting this vote passed, is making sure that the building is secure, right?
Yes. Yeah. So the school's already done some things for this year, for
Sure.
2018 school year. They've got some access control and things like that. You can't just walk in the building anymore. You have to be buzzed in. But there's still pieces missing. The secure, controlled vestibule, which is part of the bond, that piece is missing. And that's just going to add to
Sure.
the security of the school. There's some other pieces that, from a security standpoint, as well, that there's some funds for as far as the bond.
Sure.
There's some money set aside for that. They'll get to that when the planning stages start. But there's so many things the school can still do to make it
Sure.
more secure. Just thinking about, you know, what happened last week with North Scott.
Right.
You know, there's just things that we need to do. And I don't want to be the parent or the person who, you know, 20 years from now goes, we could have done something, you know, then. So,
Yeah, I think it's about being proactive for sure,
Yeah.
and avoiding. And again, that North Scott situation is just like, wow, right? I mean, it's just, again, I hate that this stuff happens, but ultimately we want to make sure that everybody that's inside those facilities are as safe as they possibly can be.
Yep.
And for people that have the opportunity to vote, and I know that sometimes it's easier said than done to get people out to vote, but I'm telling you, for the sake of kids and their families, but also the teachers and, you know,
Yeah.
volunteers or coaches, whatever, it just makes sense to get out and vote this Tuesday. So if we look at Tuesday, where's the voting going to take place, and what are the hours that are available for folks to get out and vote?
All the votes so Durant has 3 counties:
Okay.
Scott, Muscatine, and Cedar. The vote for all 3 counties is the Durant Community Center.
Okay.
And I think it's 7 a.m. to 8 p.m. is the voting.
So a lot of time. So really nobody could say, well, I can't make it out because I'm at work.
Right.
You could walk in at 10 to 8 and still be good.
Yep.
So
Yep.
Jeremy, I'm assuming, are you a Durant native, lifelong Durant resident? What's your background?
Not lifelong.
Okay.
I moved to the town in 7th grade.
Nice.
Graduated from there in 2004. Went off to college, did all that stuff,
Sure.
and returned back to raise my family
Yeah.
and do everything there.
So when you look at this, I mean, obviously you're here, so you feel strongly enough to come and speak about it. What would you say to someone that, for whatever, I mean, I don't know how somebody couldn't know that this is coming up. Like I
Right.
said, it's been out there a lot, but what would you tell someone, like, not that you're going to try and convince someone, but from your perspective, why does voting yes make sense?
It's time for Durant to grow in this day and age of, you know, maybe states and smaller town schools consolidating. The states are, you know, wanting to save money and save funding, so what can we consolidate? Get all these smaller ones together. So you gotta invest in your community to get people to want to stay there, to bring in younger families.
Yep.
If you just stay stagnant and you don't grow and nothing changes, sooner or later the population dies down. And, you know, young families aren't coming in. You're going to lose your population, and then businesses will start leaving town and stuff like that. And that's not a scare tactic, right? You know, I'm not trying to scare anybody, but in this day and age, that's what it is. You know, young families are looking for towns with amenities, towns with,
Yep.
you know, what we can do to grow. They're not going to move to a town that isn't growing.
Yeah, and that's what Ron spoke to when he was here, and that's a guy that's been in business in Durant for a long time. And certainly we understand that we need to have good jobs, you know, affordable housing, but then that school system, that really, I mean, Muscatine is not in the same category. I mean, we don't have a similar vote going on, but we have a couple thousand people that will drive to this town for work and then leave. And I always wonder, what would it take to get that person that's already committing to that drive to buy a house here? And when someone looks at a community like Durant, certainly a healthy school system is at the top of their list. I mean, it's probably in the top 3 easily, right?
Oh, yeah.
Because whether or not you're going to work in Durant, okay, I can understand that. But housing, and then what are the schools going to be like? So that's where this all kind of works together to get people motivated to come out and vote yes. And it seems like from the things that I've been following on the Facebook page, Ben, like even though I don't live in Durant, I kind of understand that it's not going to be as big of a burden as some people, because all of a sudden you start talking about dollars
Right.
and taxes, and people go, whoa, come on. Right? So I know that that's been so important to be as transparent as possible with all the different opportunities for people to come out to meetings and forums and ask questions and get them answered. because y'all have nothing to hide. I mean, this is for the good of the school. There's no agenda here except setting Durant up for success, right?
Right.
So when we look at like the Facebook page, Ryan, let's look at the Facebook page and then some of those items that I forwarded you in an email. Specifically those renderings, like you just see some of these improvements and know that it's going to be good for a long time.
Yeah.
And I think people moving to Durant and the school numbers, increasing is a good thing, right? Yeah. So here's, and I love how this is, Ryan, if you zoom out a little bit, it says reason number 6 to vote. Yeah, look at that. So this is great, right?
Yep.
Scroll over just a little bit more, Ryan, so we can read that. Reason number 6 to vote yes to the Durant Community School Facilities upgrade on September 11th. The middle school gym will transform into the fine arts suite for band, choir, and music. So, Ben, there it is right there. Now show us the picture, Ryan. But, that's a great way to convey the message.
Yeah.
You know?
So that's obviously a rendering. It's a conceptual drawing. But the current space is the middle school gym currently.
Right.
That space has not been planned or updated majorly in a long time. 1932, I think it was built. It was built in 1932 by WPA, and the sign's still on the front door. There's just, if anybody's ever been in there, both sides of the court, literally people are on when kids are playing sports, like when they're watching.
They're packed in there, right?
Yeah, it's time to update it.
Yeah, I mean, it only makes sense, especially when you say that it's been that way for that long. Also, a STEM classroom, which is, as we know, science, technology, engineering, and math. STEM has become so important to schools across the country. So another example of what a STEM classroom would look like.
Yep,
right?
so this is a STEM classroom, conceptual again, but the state of Iowa is really pushing for schools to get better at STEM. Currently, STEM classrooms are a little bit different. They're not ahead of a class and things like that. There's a lot more interaction going on between teachers and students, so that's one thing Durant's lacking, and the bond will provide that.
Right, again, it's about what our kids are going to do next, and ultimately if these students have all the right experience to then go on to college, graduate from Durant and then get a job and then buy a house. I mean, you don't want to assume that everybody's going to go through the Durant schools and then stick around, but wouldn't it be nice?
Yeah.
I mean, being attractive to people that'll be new to the town, certainly, taking care of the folks that have been there for a while. And that's what's so encouraging about when a Ron Alpin will step up to the plate and speak on the behalf of getting people to vote yes. I mean, he's a great ambassador for the community, been around for a while, but also, by the way, has grandchildren, right?
Yeah.
That are probably going, I'm assuming, the Alpin grandkids are going to school in Durant.
They are.
Right?
Yep.
So he's sort of had like this come full circle for him, right? Sent his own kids through and now the grandkids. And of course you only want the best for your grandkids.
Yeah.
So it seems like there have been a lot of strong allies in this leading up to the vote on Tuesday.
There's been a good group.
Yeah, a good group of people that are working hard again to make sure that all the information is properly conveyed so that y'all can understand. Ryan, let's look at some of those other attachments. The entryway to the school is one of them that I recall.
Yep.
Again, if you're watching us, we're talking Durant Community School, the vote Saturday. Want you to vote yes. So, Ben, this is such a great shot, right? So we can see the main office and then sort of a look inside an updated gym, right?
Yep. So that's currently that's 7th Street where they're walking. But yeah, it shows the secured entrance, secured vestibule. It's covered, handicap accessible. It really just filters visitors into where a staff member is currently. The way the high school's designed now, there's about a 100-foot walk before you would see a staff member. So with all the security upgrades they've already made, you still have a 100-foot walk once you're buzzed in before you get to a staff member.
Jeez.
And the left side of that walkway is the current gym, current wrestling room area, which would give you access to the whole school before you even get to a staff member. So that's why this is so important for me, is we got to get that secured vestibule that people have to enter before they they have access
Absolutely.
to the student population.
Yeah, we need it. We need it. It makes sense. What I don't know if we talked about this the last time you were here. Timeline. So, best case scenario, Tuesday comes and goes. Yes, a resounding yes. What happens? Are we a few months away from any ground being broken or things starting to change? And then how long are we looking at as far as getting everything to where it looks like those renderings are as close to it to being completed? So can you walk us through that a little bit?
I don't know the complete timeline just because I'm not the architect or the construction company, but from what we've been told is, we'll start planning process as soon as we know the answer to the vote. And again, hopefully that answer is yes. So then we would start moving into the planning stage. And I think breaking ground would be like April 2019.
Wow.
Yeah.
That is exciting.
Yeah.
So this is a great look. Let's keep that on the screen, guys, if we can. So this kind of gives you an overall look at what happens when you vote yes in Durant on Tuesday. And if you don't vote yes, Ben, none of this happens, right?
Yep. For the meantime, so if the answer is no on Tuesday, then it's not that it's over. It's just we have to kind of regroup and start again, and we can vote again in 6 months. So we don't want to do that, obviously.
Right.
We want to get moving forward.
Well, and especially considering the amount of work that's already been done to get to this point where you can get people to come out and vote, hope that they vote yes, because April will be here before we know it.
Yeah.
And wouldn't it be exciting to be able to sit here a year from now and look at the progress that's already been made, but it starts with that vote of yes on Tuesday. And I'm assuming it won't take but a minute or two to vote. Probably nothing else on the
I think
ballot.
it's the only thing on the ballot.
Yeah.
I think so.
So easy.
I would like to say, if you do go vote yes, you need to make sure you circle, color in yes on both questions.
Okay, so there are two questions.
There's two questions.
Okay.
You need to answer, color in yes on both questions for it to pass.
So don't leave one of them blank.
Right.
We need two
questions,
yeses. Okay.
yes.
And again, it's all about making Durant just a better place. And Jeremy, you went there for school yourself starting in 7th grade. So you know firsthand how things were and how they've kind of stayed the same, right? I mean, it wasn't that long ago that you started school there, really. You're not that old. We're kind of the same age, right?
Yeah.
So you look back and you probably have good memories, but you also look at it now and probably think, yeah, we can do better.
Yeah.
Right? And it's not a slight. I mean, I'm not sitting here telling you that the place is falling apart or anything like that. It's just time. Like you said, it's time to update it and to make it ready for the next generations of students, right?
It's time to move on from being good enough.
Sure.
Good enough doesn't cut it anymore. Good enough gets you going down the drain. So you need to, you want better. We want better for our kids. Saying, oh, well, the gym space we had was good enough. We got along with it. When all that room right there that you're seeing in the picture will create, or not create, but alleviate scheduling issues. Our PE, our physical education, is our number one class that we have to schedule on our master schedule.
Wow.
Not math, not science, not English. It's PE because we only have so much space and they have to work around that. So that whole facility is going to work for our PE to open it up so kids have more of an option to choose other classes. And instead of being good enough, it's going to be awesome.
We never want to sit here, guys, and have the conversation called, well, they're considering, just rolling Durant into another school district, and do we really need to have a school in a town the size of Durant? The answer is yes, of course. We don't want to have families having to commute, right? We don't want that. I mean, they got a school in Bluegrass. Why can't we have a strong, updated school in Durant? I know that Durant and Bluegrass are not the exact same size, but you know what I'm saying? Like, just people, if anything, you want to talk about, one way to have a mass exodus is to lose your school.
Yeah.
Just like when you lose a business, that can have such grave consequences on a community. It doesn't matter the size, quite frankly, but certainly you start talking about these smaller communities. I don't know. I'm sitting here as a person that initially went to college to be a high school English teacher, have a lot of friends and family in education. So I think very fondly and highly of my friends that teach every single day. And that's a whole other part of the conversation. that, consider the teachers that are showing up day in and day out that have to stay motivated, even though they know that some of the facilities that they have to operate in currently are lacking.
Right.
And again, they're still choosing to teach there. And don't we want to have these teachers around for a while? We don't want the Durant Community School District to be a stepping stone for educators or coaches. We would like them to stay, to live in town, if they're going to have a family, to raise them and send them through the same schools, right?
Yeah. So there has been communication or talking about, consolidation with Wilton and Durant, but both school boards on the Wilton side and the Durant side have made it known that that's not something either one of them are interested in. And I think if you would poll the communities on both sides, whether they're school-aged parents or whatever, they want to see their town stay their town and their kids go to school in their town. So
absolutely,
that consolidation thing is, and Wilton just spent $15 million on
they did.
an elementary school. So
why not Durant?
Yep.
I mean, all it would take for me, for someone that was maybe being a naysayer on this vote, would be to say, drive to Wilton and look at how good it looks, and understand that while we're not doing the exact same thing, certainly,
right,
but why not Durant?
Right, and we're trying to be fiscally responsible.
Sure.
We're trying to use space that we already have. There was a number at one point that was just astronomical, and the community made it known that that's a little bit too expensive.
Sure.
And so they went back to the drawing board. They cut, $5 to $7 million off of that plan, and we're still getting, the most bang for our buck with 10.8 million. So. I think the building committee has done a good job coming up with a good solid plan that addresses security.
Yep.
It looks to the future of the school district, and addresses some of the scheduling concerns that Jeremy talked about. So
yeah,
it's a good plan.
I mean, it is a good plan, and it's a well thought out plan. Yeah. And ultimately, it's not going to end up costing residents that much.
Right.
I mean, do you know the per household breakdown? I mean, is that a figure that you're familiar with?
I don't know the per household,
sure,
but the tax rates are on the Facebook page.
Sure.
The one thing that people need to understand is that it's not the market value of your house that they're using. It's not even the assessed value. The assessed value is where it starts, but at the end of the day, it's the net taxable value. So Iowa has a rollback. Whatever your assessed value is, there's like a 55.6% rollback on that number. That's what you're actually paying on. So, like a $150,000 house, assessed house, you're talking,
about $20 a month.
Yeah.
20 bucks a month. 20 bucks a month to make a difference for 20 plus years.
So
right? I mean, look at this.
That's the schools in the area tax rate.
Okay.
So it shows Bettendorf. It shows I can't read that, but West Branch, West Liberty, Wilton,
DeWitt's
Columbus
on there.
Junction, DeWitt, Comanche, Coweta, and you can see currently Durant's the lowest.
Right.
And with the increase, we'll be right about where everybody else is. So one of the arguments we've heard is that we don't use we're using bigger schools. Well, I kind of push back on that because they've got a higher tax base as far as the population goes.
Sure.
And they're also paying more.
Right.
So it's almost a double negative for us because we have a smaller tax base and we're paying less.
Right.
So we're not even close to being able to give them the opportunities that Bettendorf, Muscatine, Davenport schools are giving their kids. So
if people don't understand how much it costs to live in Bettendorf, just tell them to take a short drive.
Yeah.
Go check it out.
Yeah.
You'll have this look on your face. Huh?
Yeah.
It costs how much? Wow. I'll just say yes and be happy with what I paid for my house. It's true.
Right. Yeah.
Same thing in Muscatine. We know the cost of living is affordable for the most part.
Right.
In comparison to places like a Bettendorf or DeWitt. Yes, I know firsthand how much those places cost.
Yeah.
And I mean, I understand that there have been differing opinions on this, but ultimately it comes down to, are you ready for Durant to take that next step and to have a solid foundation? And that starts with a good, strong community, which you already have, and the school coming into the future and not having to worry. I mean, this is what it's all about, and all the work that's gone into it. Tuesday, 7 a.m., till 8 p.m. at the Durant Community Center,
Yes, sir.
which is an easy place to find. Get out there and I wish that I could come and vote yes.
Yeah.
I can't, but I can be a cheerleader for it because I understand, again, how important this is for the families and the educators. And again, you know, Mr. Alpin's example, I mean, I know he has grandkids, but, you know, I'm sure there's quite a few people in Durant that are empty nesters, but saw their kids go through the schools and still care about, you know, because that's the type of community that I feel Durant is, and I having not spent that much time there, but the sense that I get is just that you see these pictures and you want the best for these kids, because your children had good experiences. So whether you had a kid that graduated 10 or 20 years ago or last year, it's important that everybody gets out and votes yes. Two yeses on Tuesday.
Yes.
Okay.
100%.
Well, I think I know which way both of y'all are going to be voting.
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
Will you be there?
Actually.
Oh,
We've
yeah, I already voted.
You already voted?
Yeah.
Wow.
Had a satellite vote.
Satellite voting.
Excellent.
Yeah.
So we're feeling good, right?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Feeling good.
How many
Positive.
total votes could there be? What's the number for Durant, the population between
There's 3,000 people in the school district.
Okay.
There's 1,800 people in the city of Durant.
Okay.
So we need 60% to vote yes for it to
60%.
pass.
Okay.
I honestly could not give you a real good, accurate number on how many people are going to vote, because I think more people will vote on Tuesday than normally vote.
Good.
So,
That's important.
yeah.
I mean, we know firsthand that sometimes, again, it's tough to get people to come out, and I'm sure that, you know, there's opportunities for folks that maybe can't get out of their home to get a ride and coordinate with friends, because it is that important, you know? I mean, I know this isn't a presidential election or whatever, but boy, oh boy, when you talk about what's best for your community, it's worth your time to get out, you know, no matter what's going on. You get a nail in the tire. Not that that happens a lot in Durant. I'm not saying that, but things can come up. Call a friend and say, can you give me a lift? Or maybe you live close enough to take a short stroll and get it done. Well, I hope that it goes well, and I'll be paying attention on Tuesday, looking for that yes to come in, and then be really excited come April when work can start to be done, gentlemen. I mean, this is it. And there you go. It's got to make you feel good when you see the sign set out, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that support is there. All right. Ben, Jeremy, thank you for being here. Good luck on Tuesday. For folks that are with us, catching this on the weekend replay, get out there and vote, vote, vote. All right? So, Betsy, where are you going? Betsy's leaving the show. She's quitting the show. Great. It only took 9 months, guys, and she's out of here. She's back. She's back on the show. All right, good deal. All right, so we're going to go. We have CBI Bank and Trust Aisle Cam. Thank you. All right, thank you, gentlemen. I really appreciate it.
Thank you.
Good luck Tuesday. Get out and vote yes in Durant. Ooh, if looks could kill, I would be dead, because Betsy just gave me the stink eye, everybody. She must have been videotaping herself performing karaoke, and that camera battery passed out. Oh, that's great. Get out and vote yes in Durant on Tuesday, and let's set those kids up for success in the Durant Community School District, ladies and germs. Yeah, CBI Bank and Trust Aisle Cam. Looking forward to, in a few weeks, having some friends back from CBI Bank and Trust right on this program. Always good to chat with them, and we appreciate their support. I saw John Moravik just the other day when I was having dinner, and it was good to see Mr. John Moravik. He is a good man, and we appreciate our friends again at CBI Bank and Trust for their support of this program. We thank them very, very much. All right, right. So here we go. I want to show you these, and then we're going to get to Betsy in a second. So I talk about the Hawkeye shirts and the Cyclone shirts a lot. What about stadium bags? A clear bag that you can use, again, if you're going tailgating at all in the near future. We've got what you need here at Hy-Vee, from shirts to stadium bags to trinkets and everything to, again, whether you're going to be tailgating in Iowa City on Saturday or you're going to be watching the game at home, come out and see us. We'll take care of you. Betsy, to the cot cam, if you don't mind, Betsy. I would appreciate it. So I mentioned today is... she is such a character. Today is National Read a Book Day, Betsy. And one of the things that I often forget that we have here at Hy-Vee are books. So I thought Betsy could show you where you can get your learn on, and we'll give you a peek at some books right here at your Muscatine Hy-Vee. And then I would, of course, give a shameless plug to our friends at the Musser Public Library. Shout out to the Musser Public Library, just because. Go get a book from there. Oh, good. Okay, good deal. All right, we're going to have a teaser video, apparently, from Thad Burkhamper with TV Mentalism in just a few. Hang tight for that. Ryan, are we on Facebook? I feel like we're not on Facebook. Something's going on. All right, Boxcast. I'm blaming you, Boxcast. I did put a YouTube link up on there. All right, so here comes some books and magazines at your Muscatine Hy-Vee National Read a Book Day. And whether you're going to come out and purchase a book or go to the Musser Public Library and borrow a book, boom. I walk down that aisle a lot, and every time I'm like, oh, we got books. Literally, that's what I have that thought. I'm like, oh, we got books. Oh, we got magazines. Yep. I have tunnel vision, ladies and gentlemen. But please, don't be like me. Don't have tunnel vision. And grab a book and cuddle up on the couch because it's raining right now, and wouldn't that be a good opportunity for you? And there's Caleb Drawbaugh getting in the way of the cart cam. Perfect. Caleb is... That's why I love the live show. That is fantastic. Oh, that's good stuff. All right. Betsy is also going to go look for some coffee ice cream because it's also National Coffee Ice Cream Day. So if you're a fan of a little bit of a kick to your ice cream, celebrate in the frozen section here at your Muscatine Hy-Vee. I bet she asked Caleb to help her find coffee ice cream. Let's see if he's able to. So Caleb, of course, does online shopping for us here at Hy-Vee with Aisles Online. And, yeah, he totally knows where he's going. He probably doesn't know that he's on camera right now, but that's okay. And I'll give a shameless plug to Kayla's mom, Tammy Drawbaugh, who brings quite the group from All Steel to Starbucks here at Hy-Vee on Fridays. And I appreciate them walking down and grabbing them some Starbucks. So there's some ice cream in the frozen food section. You can see Chris Albright working right there. And, yeah, if you need some coffee ice cream, come on out and see us. Ryan Broderson, you like coffee ice cream? Sure. Ryan's a team player when it comes to ice cream. Good man. Good man, Ryan Broderson. I had my wife made me a keto cheesecake last night for my birthday, and it was incredible. The fact that you can make things taste as good as they do with like a fake sweetener. There you go. Thank you, Caleb. There's a Häagen-Dazs. Häagen-Dazs coffee ice cream. Well done, sir. Well done. All right. Before we move on, let's hear from, I guess, Thad Burkhamper, TV Mentalism. I don't know what's going to happen. Here we go.
Hey, Tony. You trust me?
Take you for a ride. Before they take you for a ride, I wanna take you for a ride. Before they take you for a ride, I wanna take you for a ride.
Yeah, sure. What's not to trust about someone driving blindfolded? Okay, Thad Burkhamper, TV Mentalism. Driving blindfolded. Oh, my goodness. I didn't even know he had a Jeep. So not only is he driving blindfolded, the vehicle doesn't have doors. How much more dangerous is it going to get? What's he going to juggle fire at the same time? I don't know. We'll see what happens. I always wondered what would be my demise, you know. Maybe it'll be in a doorless Jeep with Thad Burkhamper. We'll see. I'm just glad that I'm not the one that's going to be blindfolded. Because I am woke. Hashtag woke. Oh, yeah. Hey, thank you, Betsy. Häagen-Dazs. Caleb did a good job, by the way. We saw everything. Here you go. Coffee ice cream, y'all. National Coffee Ice Cream Day. And National... Holy pickles. There's a lot of sugar in this. But God bless. Enjoy it. If that's your thing. you know, listen, I'm not a snob, okay? I don't hate sugar. This looks good. I'm tempted to open it and give it a smell, but I don't know if that's the best idea. Right? Betsy's like, if you open it, I will eat it. I do like the ingredient list, which is just like 3 things. So shout out to you, Haagen-Dazs. Sometimes you look at ingredients on things and you're like, for that? You need a paragraph? What? So there you go. Does Whitey's have a coffee ice cream? What about our friend with David's famous frozen custard? He has a coffee ice cream, doesn't he? Remember when y'all sampled it and I starved? Wow. It was great. Thank you for reaffirming that. Speaking of things that are going to be great, ladies and gentlemen, starting tomorrow, truckload sale in the parking lot right here at your Muscatine Hy-Vee. As we speak, our friends from Tantera Transportation Corporation are loaning us one of their beautiful trailers that we're going to fill with things like beer and Doritos and Pepsi. And there'll be some trucks parked outside the store. There'll be a cash register outside the store and an opportunity for you, starting at 9 a.m. tomorrow, to come and save during the truckload sale. I'm really excited about this because we have some excellent opportunities for you. Got a little drip over here, Irv. Yeah. Not fake news. Busch Light 30 packs, Coors Light 24 packs, Bud Light 24 packs, and Doritos that were made Wednesday, brought to us and ready to go for you tomorrow. Pepsi 6-pack, 16.9 ounce bottles. There are no limits on any of those items. And as we talked about yesterday with Jim Simmons, the beer prices are going up, friends. So you need to get out here and take advantage of these deals. And it's while supplies last in the parking lot. Like I said, cash register outside, easy breezy. And when you purchase a 30-pack of Busch Light, you're going to get a package of free meat in your hand. And that is A-okay with me. Okay. So don't miss out on that one. That's pretty darn good deal for you. Okay? Bears, Packers, I mentioned it. Today's the day. Somebody is going to go see the Bears take on the Packers in Green Bay, Wisconsin, in the Gatorade Suite this Sunday. Kickoff scheduled for 7:20. You can still come out and buy a raffle ticket for $5 or 5 for $20, available at customer service right here at your Muscatine Hy-Vee. And all the proceeds go towards the Over the Edge campaign to support Big Brothers Big Sisters of Muscatine County and Special Olympics of Muscatine County. So worthwhile cause, and congratulations in advance, because by the time you're watching this, perhaps on cable, we'll already have picked the winner, and somebody from Muscatine that bought a $5 raffle ticket will be going to watch the Bears take on the Packers, or the Packers host the Bears, depending on where you find yourself in the fandom world, in a suite. And that would be sweet. All right? Chef Tess has prime rib dinner tonight. And I might be going out of order on the list that I gave Ryan Broderson, but this is important. Prime rib is good any day of the week, but in particular tonight. There you go. Thank you, Ryan Broderson. Chef Tess, starting at 4 o'clock, prime rib, ready to go. I hope I get to sample it. I don't know why she would let me sample it. Maybe I'm quality control. But I'll tell you this. What else are you going to do for dinner on a Thursday in Muscatine, Iowa? Where else can you have a professional chef prepare this for you? Dine in, carry out, whatever you need, 10-ounce, 16-ounce, baked potato, green beans, dinner roll, additional things you can put on it, like a compound butter, caramelized mushrooms, and onion. And it's going to be delightful. Next week, chicken parmesan with bakery fresh focaccia bread. And then the week after that, Salisbury steak with homemade gravy, whipped potatoes, green bean casserole, and a dinner roll. Priced and ready to go, but tonight it's all about that prime rib with Chef Tess. We will go live on Facebook as we get close to kicking off the prime rib dinner with Chef Tess later this afternoon. And she'll have it so that you'll get it cut right there. You want a little bit more well done, you want a little bit more medium rare, you want the rarest of the rare still mooing. She'll have the big knife, I'm assuming, and do that right through that prime rib. And I put her on the spot, so I know she's making creamy horseradish. Sorry, Chef Tess. It can't be that hard. I mean, she's a professional chef. It's not like I'm asking her to make Haagen-Dazs coffee ice cream. You know, my expectations are not that unreasonable, I don't think. I'm going to have to get prime rib. Okay, what else? Get a flu shot here at the store. Still a good idea. 20-cent fuel saver. Keep you and your family healthy, you and yourself, if it's just you, whatever the case may be. No appointment necessary, and it's covered by most insurance companies. So like with my insurance, since I finally have a job with good insurance, I don't have to pay for my flu shot. So you might not even have a cost for it. And then the benefit for getting it here, walk in, get the shot, get a fuel saver. You could literally walk into the store, get your flu shot, and then use that 20 cents at the gas station. Price of gas, $2.67, so you'd be paying $2.47 a gallon. That's how that works, and I'm terrible at math. But it's that easy, right? And if you spent 10 minutes in the store after you got the flu shot, you could probably pick up a couple groceries that you need that have additional fuel savers on them, and now you're looking at like maybe 50 cents off a gallon. So it only makes sense, ladies and gentlemen. It only makes sense. And I want to make sure we mention this for our friends with the Cub Scouts. They got a big old event coming up on Monday. Ryan, scroll down a little bit. I'm blanking on some of the deets. There we go. This Monday, September 10th. Thank you. Discovery Park, 3300 Cedar Street. Get signed up for Cub Scouts and drop in anytime between 5 to 8. And, this is it. $15 membership fee. Good time to be had by all. If you have any questions, you can ask Ken Brooks, 563-349-8051, or just show up on Monday. Okay? That's what you need to know. So today is Thursday. We are not doing a show tomorrow, Friday, or Monday. I had 2 days off left to use, so I'm going to use them. Muskie football is in action tonight. Muskies travel to Davenport to take on Davenport West at Brady Street Stadium. You can look for highlights if you are on Facebook. Search for Muskie Express and hit like. Video highlights. As soon as the game gets done, put together, ready to go. Muskies look to go 3-0 on the young season. Not a long season. Remember, they only play 9 games. And you're not guaranteed the playoffs. So we want the Muskies, of course, to play more than 9 games. Tonight is Game 3. Good luck to Coach Jake Mueller, who's a friend of mine, and everybody that's on this Muskie team that looks to keep surprising people. Not necessarily surprised. They know that they're talented. But listen, going into Week 3 at 2-0 is pretty exciting. So all the best to the Muskies and all the area high school football teams that will be in action. Majority of them happening tomorrow night with Friday Night Lights, everybody. So before we wrap, Team Staffing Job Board will do this since we won't be here tomorrow. Our friend Alan, who I see in this store quite a bit. Thank you, Alan. Appreciate it. Alan's at Team Staffing. He's working hard. He's got second shift assembly ready to go. 563-316-7638. Craig Utley was in here the other day buying donuts for his folks at Team Staffing, and he said, this isn't an easy job. When you have employers with a lot of openings and your staff is tasked to get people into those roles, we appreciate that they do that. Here's Jenny, first shift welders. That's a cool gig. Get a hold of Jenny at Team Staffing, 563-316-7635. When people say there's no jobs in Muscatine County, you can tell them they are wrong. And last but not least, Brooke McCullough. Hello, Brooke. She's got first shift accountant at 563-316-7636. Over 1,200 people are at work because of Team Staffing, and they still have opportunities. Listen, if they didn't have jobs, we wouldn't have the job board, okay? I mean, the thing is, they're in the business to put people to work, and there's always a demand because we have a lot of great companies that employ a lot of people, and a lot of those companies choose to work with Team Staffing to help them find employees that can get started. All right. What's it going to be Saturday? Iowa or Iowa State? What's the final score going to be? Look for a post on Facebook. I think it's going up tomorrow. I should know this. It's my job. But look for a post with this mug and some shirts. Guess the score correctly or as close to it. We'll give you a shirt of your choice and a Hy-Vee gift card. Iowa State. And I can't stress enough, and as we wrap up the show, I would like to have the graphic of the truckload sale, if we could, on the screen, just so people know this is important. It starts tomorrow. Yes, we've got big Iowa State on Saturday, but this truckload is a big deal. First time we're doing it, and we would love for you to come out and support that. So thank you for watching Hy-Vee Today. Thanks to Ben Skrilloff and Jeremy Davis for coming on and talking about the Durant Community School bond vote. Vote yes 2 times. You get a ballot on Tuesday, 7 a.m. to 8 p.m. at the Durant Community Center. Vote yes twice, and let's set the students and teachers up for success at the Durant Community School District. Need you to get out there. Even if you don't live in Durant, I don't live in Durant, but I know people in Durant, and I'm a loudmouth. I will encourage people to vote yes to ensure that those students are getting exactly what they need, because it's important. Thanks for watching Hy-Vee Today. We'll see you on Tuesday, September 11th. And the Church of Praise, I believe, is the name of the organization that is going to be feeding the Muscatine Fire Department and Muscatine Police Department on September 11th. They've done this for a number of years, and we'll be donating some food. Looking forward to that as we take care of people that take care of us when we need them. This is Tony Tone, HyVeeToday@gmail.com. If you need anything, thanks to CBI Bank and Trust. Shout out to Toyota of Muscatine, and of course, our friends at Team Staffing. Have a great rest of your week. Have a good weekend. Stay dry. And we'll do it again on Tuesday, y'all, when you'll be voting yes in Durant 2 times. Goodbye.
Thanks for watching Hy-Vee Today with Tony Tone. We'll do it again tomorrow with more local guests from in and around the Muscatine community. Questions? Comments? Know a great guest? Reach out to Hy-Vee Today with Tony Tone on Facebook or via email, hyveetoday@gmail.com.